Please welcome the first speech from the father of the bride.
Can you hear me, Mother? Now, there's something comforting about half a bottle of wine. Now Rachel's gone, I'll be able to drink the rest of it. So, hello. Thank you all so much. I just can't say how thrilled Carolyn and I are to have you here. It's absolutely brilliant. There's so many of you come from up and down the country. And to meet Chris's family and friends, it's just been a privilege and an honour, and we can't thank you enough. So first of all, can I introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Longbottom? And this is one of the first times I've seen Chris sitting properly on a chair. He's not sitting on the arm, and he's not banging his legs under the table, jigging about. So this is my turn to, as father of the bride, to say thank you for coming and to give Chris a bit of a heads up on what is coming. A little bit of history of Rachel, nay Sutcliffe. Yeah, that's it, game over. But first of all, a special thank you to the grandparents for making the effort to come to Rinnie and Granville, and to Cyril and Meryl. Thank you so much. I know it's not always been easy, but and thank you, Cyril, for the grace that you said at the beginning. That was. No, it was.
Long.
Well, I'm one of those people that like long. So get ready. So, people that have come from far and wide, we've got, and I just want to do a little bit of Mexican wine for you, from Yorkshire, from Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire, and Birmingham, the Midlands. We've got some from further afield, from Cumbria, Rowlands, and from Cornwall. We've got one from Cornwall. I'm sure there's one from Cornwall. From Scotland. And from, this is going to be a loud one, from Essex. And from Essex, we're going to greet our newest member of the family, a Roman, making 5 generations of our family tree here today. So that's really and thank you to Aaron and Julie for coming from Strasbourg. And I think we've got to thank, I mean, you've got to beat the distance of all of us, haven't you, Graham and Jenny? From the Solomons, you know, it's been so lovely to meet you and to become part of your family as well. And it just seems that there's a blessing on this marriage now, and it just seems something different. And thank you. It's really, really good to meet you. So Rachel. She's our dear Rachel, you know, and you know, you look gorgeous today. And to be honest, she always has. I've not that I'm biased or anything like that. But I remember from the moment she was born, and even the hours before, because that was quite a long do. And if you're a parent, I'm sure you've had this feeling with your firstborn that you just have this new life, and you think, oh, that's it. Goodness, that old life that I've had has now changed. It's like you've been driving down some road, and then all of a sudden you hit traffic, and you think, now and go, I've got to find my way home here, and I haven't got much of a map. And as a new parent, that's what it is. But Rachel was, and just looking, she was in this plastic cot, like where they see through acrylic things, and she just looked at me, and it was like her eyes just looked at me, and it had all this wisdom. You know, it's like when somebody looks at you and they know everything about you straight away. That's what she was like, just as a baby, just looking at me and thinking, oh, it's, you know, I know all of it, it's all going to be all right, it's all going to be fine. And it was, for a moment. And it clearly hasn't been as calm as that since then. But it was as if she was in control. Now, to say that she's been in control ever since would be going a bit far, but there have been times, taking a leaf from her mother, that world domination has been part of the plan. Starting with me and her brothers. Her brothers have got this little bit of fixation. I don't know whether they know computer games and zombies and all that sort of thing, but they have got into place a zombie action plan, just in case we ever do get invaded. As a result of that. So, her sort of ability to control and manipulate started with this. Sorry. I'm getting a look there, and that is coming from the actions of Carolyn. I think all the parents, she kept up in the middle of the night, and but luckily, as I was holding her, it was the Olympics in Seoul. That was 1988, and the British hockey team were doing fairly well, and so I was able to watch that, and a bit of synchronised swimming, and all sorts of other sports that you never know existed. And Christmas as well, they became a time when you get given these things as a child. I just want a Cindy doll car. Okay, we'll buy a Cindy doll car. Then the day comes, Christmas Day, right, you need to make it for me now, Dad. And I want it now. And like these Cindy doll cars, as Dave will know, take about 4 hours to build. And she was quite insistent, along with cousin Bethany, to get these cars built. And other times this idea of control will come out, and I'd go into her room. She'd be about 4 or 5 years old, and she'd be sitting on the chair, and all the other children would be sitting around her in a circle, and she'd be sitting there taking a register. So she was, fairly into school. I mean, Carolyn and I are teachers, but that was taking a bit far. She made a model student at school. One of her teachers said that she could even learn in a car park, which was quite ironic because being a good student was good until it come to learning to drive. And her mum didn't have any roots before then, not great roots. And then there was a time when she passed her test, which was at the 4th attempt. Yay! We were at Centre Parks on holiday, and Rachel wasn't. She'd gone to see Faith in Kent, and we got a phone call. Dad, I've had an accident. Okay, where? On the M1. Oh, okay, how bad? Oh, not too bad. I think I can drive it. The chap I've hit thinks it's written off, but I can still drive it. Okay, are you sure? Yeah, okay. So she drove home for 50 miles more, and I gave her another ring. She said, I think I better come back. I said, I think you better come back. And when she came back, I got to the service station, and she drove around the corner of the service station. The car was absolutely headlights dropping out, brakes shifting over it. How the police haven't got her, I don't know. But she's careful with cars, Chris. Anyway, despite all this, Rachel, as you really know, she's got so much compassion and empathy for those less fortunate than herself. Sorry, no, I didn't mean to do that. No, she's been on expeditions to Romania and Latvia, serving people in those countries, and done her work with Mencap, and it just shows that she has got a lovely serving heart. She's always crying about something. Anna's wedding was one of the times, and then you know, build up to this thing. Goodness me, well, I don't know whether the fonts are up his selfies or not. Where should we put the cups? Things always are a bit of a drama, which again stems from earlier years. Auntie Alison made her a Cinderella dress when she was about 3. She didn't take it off for months. It was just absolute months. But you know, you look beautiful then, and it's a bit like you were in that Cinderella dress today. That's an R moment. She was always in school plays, and I got roped into doing the scenery for the school plays. She went to university following her vocation, studying English and drama, studying to be a secretary. Anyway, a bit of apology to make at this point, because she invited me to her final assessment drama, the production, and I could make it. I've got time off work, so I got there and sat in this beautiful small theatre and sat in the front row waiting for her to come out. She did her beautiful lines, and all, you know, the tutors were all sitting there assessing her, and I got an alarm on my phone. And all the action was quiet. She was just whispering words of love to her lover, and my alarm, which was set for the bus time at 4:03, actually went off. And didn't screw it up for you totally, did it? No. But I was,